Photography, whether film or digital, has this incredible ability to help you feel more present and truly aware of the world around you. Take, for example, your daily walk down the street. You probably pass by the same houses and trees every single day. But more often than not, we are lost in thought, scrolling through our phones, or even just trying to get from one place to the next. We don't really notice the street anymore. It becomes background noise. Now imagine taking the same walk, but this time with a camera in your hand and the intention to capture what you see. Suddenly you start noticing things that were always there, but that somehow didn't catch your eye before. When you go out with a camera and a purpose to photograph, it's like you're given the chance to rediscover the world around you. You start noticing the little things, the details that were always there, just waiting to be seen. Now, while digital can definitely help us slow down and be more present, there are 3 reasons why I think film photography in particular might just be the mindfulness practice you never knew you needed. In a world that moves so fast, filled with notifications, to-do lists, and endless scrolling, shooting film can feel like a breath of fresh air. So in this video, I want to share how film photography helps me slow down, be more mindful, and appreciate the little things. And if it feels like life has been going a little bit too fast for you too lately, then maybe it can do the same for you. Here is why I think film photography is one of the best ways to practice mindfulness in the chaos of everyday life. When you shoot film, there is this inherent limitation. You only have a certain number of exposures. With 35mm film, you might have a roll of 36 or 24 exposures, but when you're shooting medium format, you could easily be down to 12 or 10 photos per roll. That means that every single photo counts. Knowing this, you're more likely to slow down and really think about what is worth capturing and also how you want to capture it. Shooting film trains you to pay special attention to all the little things before actually pressing the shutter. In a world where instant gratification is the norm, it is easy to shoot 100 photos on a digital camera and then endlessly scroll through them on your screen. But with film, there is no screen, there is no immediate feedback. With film, the focus isn't on the instant result, but on the process itself. You get to savor the act of creating, rather than stressing about what the final product will look like. And then of course, there is the waiting for the film to be developed. After you've shot your photo, you still have to finish your entire roll before you can even think about having it developed. Whether you're sending it to a lab or developing it yourself, there is this built-in pause. It teaches you patience. And honestly, patience is often rewarded. Every time I get film back from the lab, it still feels a little bit like Christmas morning, like opening a present full of surprises. In a world dominated by screens, film photography gives us a much-needed break from all the digital noise. It pulls us away from the constant stream of notifications, social media, and all the other distractions that pull us out of the moment. Shooting film offers a chance to step away from smartphones and computers, so we can truly engage with our environment. When you're not glued to a screen, you naturally start to engage more with your surroundings, noticing things you might have otherwise missed. But it's not just a break from digital that makes film photography so special. It is also about the tactile experience. Every little step, from loading the film to adjusting the focus to winding the film, helps ground you in the present. Handling the camera itself, feeling the weight, the buttons, the dials, all of this keeps you physically and mentally connected to the process, making it an active, mindful practice. Plus, there is a magic to holding negatives or prints in your hands. It creates this tangible connection to your work. Unlike digital photography, where you can instantly review and adjust, film requires a leap of faith. You don't know how your photos turn out until you get your film developed, and sometimes things don't go as planned. A roll of film might come back with a double exposure, a light leak, or a bit more grain than you expected. At first, you might think of these as accidents. But in the world of film photography, they are often celebrated because they bring something organic and unrepeatable to the image. These flaws become part of the charm and uniqueness of each photo. And that is a great reminder that perfection is not the goal. Film is raw, it's real, and sometimes messy, but that's also what makes it so personal. Those imperfections, they give your work character. Each shot tells a story, and it's often the flaws and the quirks that make a story memorable. In the end, film photography invites us to embrace imperfection. It celebrates the unpredictable, the authentic, and the unrefined. It's a reminder that mistakes can become something beautiful, and that sometimes the most powerful images come from accepting what we can't control. So rather than obsessing over perfection, we learn to enjoy the process, trust the medium, and open ourselves up to whatever surprises it might bring. Shooting film is more than just photography. It's a way to slow down, be present, and reconnect with yourself and your environment. And in today's fast-paced world, that is something we all need. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you shoot film and does it make you feel more mindful? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!